Hey, welcome to this video, and in here I'm just going to go over a quick little tip on how to find the z-star for any confidence interval. We already identified some common ones from the last video. If you haven't watched it, you can feel free to click it. And those are the values will be helpful that you memorize them. But what if the question didn't give you those common ones? What if it just gives you a random like percentage and asks you to find the z-star? Well, it's going to be pretty easy if you can do it on your calculator, which is type inverse norm on your calculator. And for example, I give you the 85% z interval, and I want you to find like those two values, the z-star. Well, you can just simply use 0.85 and use the mu and standard deviation. The default gives you 0 and 1. Use those defaults, do not change them, and hit center, and then hit enter, and it will give you those two values. And for those that don't have the center button on their calculator, you can just feel free to use like some math in here because we want to find the middle 0.85 range of the data. What you can do is that use 1 minus 0.85, which will give you 0.15, and those 0.15 is the areas that lies in here and here, right? The far left side and far right side. So but like if we want to find the z-star for one, like we don't want to use both, right? Because then it will be two datas. We just only want to use one. So we don't use 0.15, we use 0.15 divided by 2, so which will give us 0.075, and use this value and the mu and standard deviation, the default, to find the z-star for in here. And you might be wondering, but what if I cannot find like right here? Well, you know what? They have the same amount of value, they just have opposite signs, so you're lucky, you don't have to worry about that issue. If you find like, for example, in here is a negative value, just flip the sign to be positive and do not change the amount of the number, and you get the other end of the z-star. Pretty easy, huh? So those are just some examples if you want to try it on your own. So this is the 72% z interval, and use it on your calculator to find the z-star for it, which you should be get 1.08, and this is the z-star for 99.99%, which will be 3.89, and you can see this is pretty big, right? It basically covers all of the intervals right here. Yeah, so those are all for this video, just some like tips that helps you to find the z-star for any confidence interval, and I hope you learned something from it.